1,000 books before kindergarten. There is a program out there, you guys, that is called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, and it pairs with or partners with different libraries across the country. So your library might be a partner with this organization, or it might not be. Regardless, the goal of this organization is very admirable, and that's to encourage reading early and often between families. And specifically, the goal here is for you to sit with your child and read 1,000 times before kindergarten. So we were lucky. We were exposed to this program at our library when my kids were very young. And at about 6 months, I really decided, like, yes, I want us to do 1,000 books with both of my children before they reach kindergarten. And you guys, we blew through this program. The program itself highlights the importance of reading. You don't have to have 1,000 different books, but we have definitely have had more than 1,000 books. And I have rated a bunch of them. I have jotted them down, and I wanted to share my favorites with you. So over the course of many videos here, I would like to recommend 1,000 books that are great from birth up to about kindergarten, and many of these beyond kindergarten. But these are just things that I encourage you to grab your library card and see if you can find at your local library. And if you don't find them there, checking out online and seeing if you can find some read alouds is a great option too. But I highly recommend reading with your kids. We love it. They love it. You'll love it. And let's go ahead and talk about some of these recommendations. Okay, so the first book here that I'm going to recommend here is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. This is such a fun book, you guys. It is easy, but you basically follow the alphabet as they climb up a coconut tree, and as they get to the top of the coconut tree, they all fall down. So you get exposure to the alphabet basically twice in a fun, sing-songy, catchy way. It's fun to dance and sing, and the kids love shouting boom, boom. It's very engaging, it's fun and simple, and I really, really love that book. Another favorite of ours is we really love The Snowy Day. This one follows this little boy here who is going in the snow. He's on a little walk, and while he's in the snow, he keeps playing with his footprints and different marks in the snow. He's just enjoying the journey, and it is all about, just the wonder that you have when you're out and the appreciation for the environment around you and enjoying that snow, being in that moment and taking our time, slowing down. It's beautiful and it's cute and it's popular for a reason. It is a good book. All right, next recommendation that I have here is Alma and How She Got Her Name. This book tells the story of little Alma here, whose name is very long, and she doesn't like her name because it's different. And she talks to her dad, and her dad tells her the story of her name and how they came up with her name and what her name means. This is all about taking pride in who you are, loving your identity, loving your culture and your family. And I really, really love this book. I think it's such an important message, and it's good to be proud of ourselves. It's good to love our names and who we are. So I thought that was a really good one to read. All right, next I have good old classic Corduroy. Corduroy here is a little stuffed bear in a department store, and he just wants to be purchased, you guys, but he's broken. So Corduroy goes on an adventure to find a button for his pants, and it's all about his little adventure and eventually getting adopted, and it's very, purchased. I don't know, I like to say adopted because he's a cute little bear. But it's a little bit about determination and exploration, and you know what? It's also about accepting that we're not perfect and people will love us and choose us even though we're not perfect. It's very sweet. It's a classic, and I definitely would recommend picking it up. All right, this next one I have is actually a nonfiction new release. It is so good. It is called Hello, I'm a Sloth. This book is adorable, you guys. It is about this sloth who is talking to you as the reader, and he's telling all about his life and his story, his benefits, but he also talks about how his environment is being destroyed and what people are doing to try to rectify it. And it's very good. It's full of information without it being too beat you over the head. And what I love about it is during the entire story, the sloth will ask your children questions, so it's very engaging. So, you know, it says like, don't you just love climbing trees? And it like really just engages your child. And we just loved these 2 books. And I hope that these authors come out with more because they were very, very engaging. I recommend picking them up. All right, next one here is going to be We're Going on a Bear Hunt. It is a classic. A father and his children are going on a bear hunt. He's got 4 children, also a dog. And they are looking for a bear, but it's not easy. And they come across different obstacles and they have to go through them and they have to overcome them. And it's just a sweet story. It is also a classic for a reason, and I just like it. It's very poetic, it's very sing-songy, very engaging, and the more that you read it with your child, the more they'll get really involved with the swishy swashy, swishy swashy. It's really fun. It's a fun book. All right, next one here on my list is The Big Beach Cleanup. This tells the story of a little girl who is excited to participate in a sand castle contest. But when she gets there, there is a sign that's saying that the beach is closed due to conditions, and the beach is really dirty. So she thinks like, what can happen? Who's going to fix this? And she decides that she's going to try to help. So she spends a big afternoon cleaning up the beach, only to go the next day to find that it is dirty again. And she realizes she can't do it alone. So it's all about her working with the community to clean up the beach, to make it better, to get rid of all the plastic and the trash that has washed up on shore. And it really just shows us an appreciation for our environment. It shows us how important it is to care about more than just our little bubble and our circle. And it is very sweet. It is a very good book and I highly recommend it. All right, the next one here is called A World Together. This is a picture book. Well, they're all picture books, but this one has actual pictures of people, and it's going to compare all around the world what different games are, food, houses, what they look like. We are in this world together. It's all about respecting other people and embracing our differences and building a community together. It's very beautiful, it's very colorful, and I do really love how they just show it's so reflective of so many different people out there. Okay, only 2 more in this video today. The next one I have here is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, which tells the story of a little boy who has a little mouse friend who he gives a cookie to. And once he gives him a cookie, the mouse needs milk. And once he has milk, he needs the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And it is just really cute. The little boy starts off all energetic, but by the end he is exhausted, which is pretty much exactly how parenthood is. And it is very sweet and adorable. And it's very goofy. My children really love it. It's actually a whole series, so I would recommend all of the ones that are in this series as well. Very, very sweet. Last one that I want to talk about today is a fun one, and that is the Croaky Pokey. This one is like the Hokey Pokey, except they're frogs. You and your kids can do the Hokey Pokey with them and dance all about, and you're trying to get the fly here at the end of the song. Well, in between each little verse. And it is just very cute. It is colorful, it is silly, and it is sure to get you and your kids dancing. All right, you guys, that's gonna be the 10 books that I would recommend today. Comment down below, let me know if you've read any of these ones, and if you are interested, in the description, I'm going to put a Google Sheet that you may access, make a copy, that is going to contain a running list of all of the books that I'm going to be recommending. So as I do a video, I will add more to it. Stay tuned for another video, hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.